Well, hello YouTube, another day in the shop. It just keeps coming. It really does. So today in the shop, as you guys know from our last video, we started on riveting up the horizontal stabilizer. So hopefully we'll get a side. My goal today is to get a side done. Ooh, it's pretty aggressive, but we'll see what we can do. Like I said, the old rule of thumb is when you get tired or you make a stupid mistake, stop. That's it. So we'll see what we can do. But I will tell you, one of the things we got to do is we got to rivet the nose cone ribs into the front stab, or the front. Oh my gosh, maybe I should quit now. so the front spar. There you go, the front spar. And it's very critical that you get those riveted correctly through the spar and into the thing. And hence this guy, as soon as I went to my dentist, I actually need to go see a dentist. Hockey injury. Hockey. Young kid. Hockey. Playing a little rough. Yeah. Hockey. Not in Florida. Uper. But that's another story for another time. So need one of these. Because you have inspection or lightning holes, not lightning kaboom lightning, but lightning holes that lighten up the spar. So you're going to have to go in there and make sure that you align your rivets correctly. So I highly recommend, you're going to need this for a lot of inspections in the future. So go to one of your box stores, get one, have one in your thing, because to do it right, you need to have that ready to go. So we're gonna blind rivet. These are the blind rivets. I used to call them pop rivets, but we're gonna blind rivet the nose ribs into the spar, and then use the mirror to make sure that we're actually capturing the tabs and not riveting off to the side. So that's what that's used for and everything. But like I said, goal, get one side done as far as we can go, and we'll see what we can do. But like always, plane's not gonna build itself, so stay tuned. All right, YouTube, so I wanted to show you something here that will kind of help you. See those tabs? See how you have to get it through the metal and the tab? Well, sometimes when you put the rivet in the hole, it won't go through, right? It won't. Well, that one went through. The way that you align them with the tabs, everybody should have one of these punches. This is the punch that you get for taking out the rivets. And so, oh, that's bent. I gotta get another one. But you can run that through the hole, and kind of, because it's tapered, it will line everything up for your rivet. So that's one way. Another way is you can go and rivet above it and below it, and that should pretty much put it in alignment for you. But that's a little trick that I learned while working in sheet metal. And metal is use your punch. Gun guys, you guys know to line up your pins and stuff. When I said metal, that's what I meant. But I guess I can say that I work on guns. So use the taper of the punch to help you align those holes back up. Just kind of help you out there. All right, YouTube. I did not get what I wanted to get done today, but I gotta show a little integrity, because I was like, should I share this with them? And then I said, nope, I got to. That internal conversation with myself, and usually myself wins in those conversations. Let me tell you what I did wrong. See this bracket here? This is that bracket that runs all the way along there. Well, guess what? Those are countersunk. Well, they're countersunk now because I had to countersink them. I have to cut these out, pull this piece off on the other side. I haven't started the other side, so I'm lucky. So I got to pull these pieces out, and it's easy to do because the other side's not done, and so you can pull the skin back, pull that out. I got to countersink all of those. I noticed that as I was riveting these up, I noticed it wasn't laying flat. And lo and behold, I did not countersink them, so I had to pull the piece out. Now, the lesson here is when I pulled them out, I made some of the, luckily I noticed pretty much right away, but I made a couple of the holes a little bit bigger than what they should have been after taking the rivets out to pull it out. So the way you fix that is you just go up one size rivet. So these were 3-4s. So I went up to 4s and then put 4s in here. You can't tell. But what you have to do is you just can't put 4s in there. You got to take your drill bit, you got to drill it out for 4. You got to deburr it still, like everything else. And then you can put your 4s in. I couldn't get a dimple set in there to dimple them. But what I did do is I used this nice little dimple set here on a pop rivet. So I have these this is the 1/8, but I also have the other one. It's over on the bench. So that's what I did to get those dimpled correctly. And then of course but it worked. It worked. So these are flush, no issue. You really can't tell which ones are the big ones, which ones are the little ones. So, and there was only a couple that I had to do that on. But that's how you repair a rivet if you make it too big. You just drill it out and go up the next size. You still want to keep the same length because the length is a calculation based upon the thickness of the metal you're going through. So keep the same length, just go up in diameter, in size. And that's it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. It's easily like, oh yeah, everything's good, everything's fine. But that's not, hey, we learn, right? There's nothing wrong. I gotta keep my big hands out of there. There's nothing wrong with that repair. And you're going to make mistakes. You're gonna send a skin back at 90, I think the skin is $95, but it's gonna cost that much just to ship it to you if they have them in stock. So yeah, I mean, that's what you do. You do what you got to do. You're building an airplane. As long as you build it, correctly and within using the, using sound practices. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. I mean, they repair skins all the time. You think they throw the skin out? No. No, if you make the hole any bigger, you didn't get a good clean rivet removal, sometimes you don't, just drill it out and go to the next size up. That's all you got to do. And Bob's your uncle. No one will ever know unless you tell them, unless they watch this video at this particular time. They'll never know. But it's okay. But I know. And it's just, we're learning together. But you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make the same mistakes I made. I mean, I'm not unique. Might be special and not in a good way. But, yeah, I mean, we're all going to make the same mistake. So, yeah, just drill it out, next size up, and put the rivet in and move on. And then make a video about it. Or whatever. That's how you do the repair. No big deal. No big deal. So, yeah, so we got this done. I think as far, I was cruising, feeling good, getting things knocked out. And then I realized I made that. And, of course, taking that piece out, cutting it out. Not cutting it, but that chewed up a lot of time, that repair. So like they always say, measure twice, cut once. Yeah. So I'm gonna call it a day in the shop. We're gonna, I'm starting to hit that 3-hour limit. I'm up to 3 hours today, and I can feel myself just fading quick. So before I get more frustrated, I'm just gonna call it a day, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. No rush. They'll be here. There's plenty to do. So, like always, make sure you hit that like button, smash that notification. Yeah, smash like. See, that's why I should not be using power tools right now. It's hot in the shop. I have the fan off. Had the door open, enjoying the sunlight coming in to help give me some visibility. It's kind of dark inside these inside this horizontal stabilizer. But that's about it. Be well, be safe, do the right thing, and like always, God bless you guys.